I'm on a trip to shut her down for the year. Yeah, it's that time. I'll explain coming up. Are you ready? Let's do this. Woo! Hey everybody, David, aka RVJedeye, and if you live in a place where you have to, do that evil thing, store your RV, this is the time of year that you really hate. It's the end of the RV season. It's time to put this bad boy into storage and winterize it, and I just hate it. Now, I'll be honest, this is the part of the year I really hate. When I first got into RVing back in 2016, I did it in Florida, and I could RV pretty much year-round, and I absolutely loved it. But since then, I have moved on, and I now RV in Wisconsin, and a part of what I have to do here in Wisconsin is winterize the RV and put it in storage. Now, last year, I did the whole winterizing process myself. Hey everybody, David, aka RVJedeye, and the time has finally come. This is my last RV stop for the winter, so I am going to have to do a unusual thing for the very first time here in Wisconsin. I am going to pack up my RV as if I were closing it up, but I'm also going to winterize it. Boom! It came out. Okay, so I got hit with the water. Oh, not quite the way I wanted to do it, but at least the top is out. Now I gotta find the top. Let's just finish draining this thing out. Again, like all of your water systems, you want to drain them out because you don't want anything in there for storage. You don't want anything to get frozen. It's now time to try and bring the antifreeze all the way through the RV. All right, this time I think I have it. Let's try it again. Let's turn on the pump. Let's see if the antifreeze is going through. So that's it. Everything's winterized. About to drive the RV in and shut her down. Oh, can't wait to get back out again next year. This year, we're going to do things a little bit different. And here's the process. I can't believe it. It's that time of year again. That time where I have to winterize the RV and shut it away for the winter. I hate this time of year. So I'm here at Bayside Outdoors, getting ready to get my RV winterized. Now, normally I try to do it myself, but this year I'm going to try it a little differently and have them do it. They have a special going where they'll do it now and then wake it up in the spring when it gets ready for me to take it back out. So I'm going to do it that way this year. But this is always bittersweet because, of course, this means the end of the RV season. Still lots more to go in the channel for the rest of the year, but I hate that time of year when I have to shut it down. Of course, when I first got into RVing, I did it in Florida, and oh man, you could RV year-round there. But this is a different location, a different part of the country, and I've enjoyed RVing here and learning about this as well. So this is just something, you know, winterizing your RV that you have to get used to. So we're going to go in, check in, make sure everything's good, and then get on back. I always feel weird leaving my RV to get work done. You know, it's your baby, but these guys here really do a good job. They've hooked me up over the years, Bayside Outdoors, and I really appreciate the work. So it'll be interesting to see how it holds up this year, doing the winterizing with them, and then the wake up with them in the spring. It's a little odd they can't find my RV, or it's stored someplace but not out in front. So just waiting for them to grab the RV so that I can take it back. First part of winterizing is now over. All of the lines have been flushed. Everything has been protected with some coolant and antifreeze. I went through and looked at it, and you could see they took off the shower heads and everything, went through all of the lines, so it looks like it's pretty good. In the spring, again, when I pull my RV out, I just take it over there, they'll flush everything, get everything back up to go, and I'll be ready to RV for the next season. So the next thing, though, is the part I dread the most, is getting everything ready to avoid those little, you know, mice, things like that. And then to unhook the battery and just kind of shut it up. I won't do that part today. I'll do it next time. But so far, so good. Again, it's always bittersweet when you have to put your RV or your travel trailer away for the winter. So the RV is now back. It got all flushed out. All of the lines are protected. There's antifreeze and everything. So that part of it was a little bit easier. It cost some money this time. There's no question about it. But then in the spring, again, when I pick it up, all I have to do is take it into the shop. They'll flush everything back out, make sure everything's set again. And that's usually when I do my yearly maintenance in terms of oil change and things like that. So that works out. But now what I have to do here is clean out everything, give it one more kind of just wipe down, and then lay out the things that I use to protect the RV from mice, rodents. Let's hope it works. So I took out pretty much everything that could be nibbled on by a mouse or anything like that. Anything that was kind of in a can, I left in storage. I've wiped everything down, and now it's time to start laying out the dryer sheets, the Irish Spring, which I think worked last time. And then I also used some mothballs dipped in peppermint with some water in there, and I put those around as well. I don't know that it necessarily works, but it helped last time. And then again, I have peppermint tea bags that I spray around or drop around the whole RV. So let's get that started. So the first thing I did was drop down dryer sheets. I put them all over the coach. And then I took out the peppermint tea, dropped those bags all over as well. Took the Irish Spring, put it in a couple of key places. And then this is the cotton balls with some peppermint oil. I added some water to that, and then I placed those around strategically. Okay, these are mothballs. Last year I spread them all around, and I don't know if they helped or not, but I felt they did. But the smell from the mothballs lasted a lot longer than I wanted. So this year I got a different kind of mothballs. They're not as big. They're in a bag. I'm just going to kind of crack the bag open and put it in just a couple of key places. Now the last thing I'm going to do here is put some damp rit down. Last year I just used one big kind of damp rit box or thing. This year I've got 3 medium ones. I'm going to spread them all throughout the RV. So that's pretty much what I do inside. I've got my Irish Spring out, I've got my damp rit out, I've got my peppermint tea bags out, my dryer sheets. I've got everything that I normally do to protect the rig done. Now what I'll do is pull the rig in, unhook the batteries. I have a trickle charger. Not sure if I'm going to put it on right now, but I do have a trickle charger for the battery. But I'm going to unhook all of the batteries once the RV is in, and then close up the doors. So that's it. The RV is all tucked away for the winter. I hate seeing that happen. But soon the weather will be getting better and I'll be able to get out and RV again and enjoy whatever comes my way. Hey, that's going to do it right now for me. Make sure you follow me all over social media at RVJedeye. And then, of course, you can follow me on the blog at RVjedeye.com. Get out there, winterize your RV. Just put it away. You're just putting it away for a little bit. But then soon, you'll get it out. And 2022 will be here, and we'll be back on the road. We'll see you next time.